Hey yo, wrestling fans, welcome to the WrestleFanEnt report. Today you don't have to take any guesses because from my looks you can decode. The guest for today's podcast travels on his success boat right from WWE to straight Hollywood. Everyone wants to be in from the rollers to the beanit. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is none other than the great John Cena. And there is the franchise player John Cena. Welcome to the show. Oh wow, and you are in your Peacemaker gear. And with
Let's
the
make
gloves
some
too.
peace.
That's really great to see. So John, I want to start the interview with this first question about the rumors that I've heard that John Cena gets nervous on the sets. I mean, how's that even possible? I mean, how can John Cena get nervous on the sets?
You need to get an eye exam. Step one. Two, all of us are flawed, guys, and all of us. If you're not nervous and you don't have fear in your life, you may have to see a mental professional about that. I can't sing, I can't dance, and my first day of shooting in front of 70 strangers, even with COVID safety protocols, I'm in tighty whities. So I'm told to do two things I'm really new and not proficient at and not any good at, and do it with pretty much showing my junk to the world. I was nervous about that. I was hella nervous.
So, people, you heard it. Even John Cena can get nervous. So, it's okay to be nervous. You can handle that. Anyways, John, speaking of the Peacemaker, how was it working on the set? How did people take this nervousness of John Cena?
Honestly, it was, and it got the crew laughing. Like nobody really knows anybody. So when you assemble a crew for a 120-day shoot, you're going to develop relationships over that time, and to do that first, and to see one of the lead characters be able to just let let everything hang out. I think it just took the edge off, and we had a great shoot. It was really, really fun.
Awesome, man. You know, John, you've practically done everything there is to do in life, from WWE to movies, TV shows, ads, made tons and tons of money.
This is hypothetical, right?
No, it's all real here. But what was really the thing that drove you towards the Peacemaker show after everything you've accomplished?
Our perception of other people's worlds is sometimes amazing. James Gunn. I got to work with him on the Suicide Squad, and I got to see how fantastic he is. He's such an amazing storyteller, and he also has a no asshole rule, and he puts together teams of people who there's not a bad apple in the bunch. So like I said, these are long shoots, and if you have somebody with a bad attitude, that can seep through to anybody on set. So I like the fact that I knew I was going to be surrounded by good people. I knew I was going to be surrounded by a professional that made me better. And I knew James was going to put together a cast of the best people it could possibly get. So I figured it could go. It was going to be a great experience either way.
Yes, that's great and progressive in all sense. Anyways, moving forward, like I said, that you have accomplished so much in your life. Is there anything left on the Super Cena bucket list? I mean, like you're John Cena and you can do practically anything. So is there anything left for you to accomplish?
I'll shave the last half off of that question. I don't know any other way to live. I mean, I'm myself, so I live every day as me. I try to work on empathy, so I try to see things through other people's eyes, and I appreciate the kind words. I guess the answer is just something I love, and I don't know what that is. Right now, it's definitely storytelling, and I don't seek out like this role would be great. I read a lot of scripts, and if I read it and I'm riveted by it, I know that I can contribute to it. And I don't need to be the lead. It could be a very small role. I just finished a very small role in a movie called The Independent, where the script was riveting and it was intriguing to me. So, and that's a role that it's not this, and it's not adult comedy. Like it's a dramatic role, and I was just riveted by the stories, and I didn't search that out. It just, hey, read the script and tell me what you think. So that's kind of how all of this stuff happens. I love to read, and if I'm riveted by the story, I know I'm passionate about it. If I'm passionate about it, I know I'm going to give my all to it.
Awesome, John. With you trying so much new stuff, and I personally want to tell you the story that I was a big fan of the Doctor of Thugonomics. I have this feeling that we won't be seeing him anymore.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I kind of over the years, you've actually seen more of the good Doctor of Thugonomics than over like the past 10 years. The appearance in the Firefly Funhouse match, the appearance at WrestleMania with Elias. It's almost like that that character has taken on a sense of nostalgia itself. So when it shows up, it's a thing that gets people excited. So I never say never, dude. I'm doing an interview in full Peacemaker.
You heard the man. Never say never. John, I know that you're a WWE guy, but I still want to ask you, what's your take on AEW and the competition threat it possesses? I mean, what do you want to say about it? Anything? Have you watched it or anything like that?
Yeah, I haven't watched AEW. Do I think competition is good? I think competition is great. There's internal competition within WWE about performers wanting to be champion or performers wanting to be headliners. I think whenever there's more buzz around an industry, it's good for the industry, and it forces all of us to be at our best. Because if you're not, your segment's not going to be good. Your performance is not going to be good. You may not have a future with the company you're with, and repeated bad segments from the group means the company ain't going to be good, which means the competition will succeed. So I think competition brings out the best in us. I mean, I for all time going out there as a performer, I always wanted to do the best I could possibly do, and certainly, set the tone for wanting to be the best show between Raw and SmackDown, and certainly have eyes on the segments that I was on. I was fueled by a sense of internal competition, not knowing what it's like now to be essentially in a market with a lot of different options. There's a lot of places to watch sports entertainment now, but that would only fuel me even more to be the best that I can be.
I think as a veteran, that might be a motivating factor for all the current superstars in this era trying to make it big, coming straight from the best in the business. So, finally, John, what is the one important question that John Cena has been asking himself recently?
Purpose. It origins around purpose, and I think that's a question that a lot of people throw that term around, and I think it's a really tough question to answer. And my advice is just try not to rush it. Try to just you really have to look into who you are and find out who you are, and a clear sense of purpose. Man, really, it's like when you ask me, hey, you were very kind in saying you're John Cena. You can do anything you want. What do you choose? Well, a lot of things have to coincide with my values, and certainly it has to fuel my purpose. So that's that. Just from philosophy, like not why are we here as a human species, but why are you here as a human being? Looking at that question, why are you here? And it could be anything. And a lot of times people come up with an answer that's really fun for other people to hear that isn't really the answer that is the real answer. And I think taking an honest look at ourselves and maybe asking ourselves that question of why are we here, that's a heck of a start.
Very well said, John. Thank you so much for giving your time, and it was a true honor to share the same space in this case and finally see you on the WrestleFanEnt report. So thank you so much, John, for joining us, and it was a great talk with you, and we feel really proud that we got to speak to one of the best and the one and only John Cena. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys. So thank you very much.
Well, guys, that was the one and only John Cena on the WrestleFanEnt report. If you like this interview, I'd like you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and look out for more videos like this. This is me, Nikunj, the WrestleFanEnt founder, signing off. Take care, stay home, stay safe, and we'll be back again on the WrestleFanEnt report with yet another wrestling superstar. Take care, guys. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.